This is my DBXLE version 1. I enjoy this truck quite a bit. It's big. This is the owner's manual. Desert Buggy XLE version 1. Very fun truck. Big. It's a big solid piece of equipment. LED lights. 8S. Enjoy it quite a bit. And there's the Desert Buggy with the hood up. There's an interesting way to get inside the truck. It actually, the body actually is hinged at the back, and so you just pull up on it, and up it goes, and you can get in there easily. .800 kV motor, fuse, 800 kV, a big can. Lots of power there. Next swing around here, I'll zoom into the motor. Quite the truck. I enjoy it quite a bit. Nothing's ever broken on it. Although I don't jump it, I don't particularly have a desire to see an exploded view of all the parts, you know. In real life and not in a manual. There's a view of the motor. Dynamite fuse, 800 kV. Quite the can. And now this is my Super Baja Rey, the Losi Super Baja Rey. I enjoy this truck too. It's quite the truck. This is the manual, the Super Baja Rey, and I enjoy this truck. There is an issue with it though. That spare tire, that spare wheel that's on the back has an issue. When the suspension travel hits the top of the travel, and the axle assembly hits the tire and tends to push the tire off. I'll explain that in a second here, and what I did to kind of fix that up. I will let it go around here to the back, and then I'll show you what's going on with this thing. Now when the suspension tops out, it hits the tire. Hits the tire and it tends to pop the tire off. I'll show you a better view here. You see the axle? When the axle hits the tire there, it's not such a good thing. There was a plastic holder. I got a metal one, which is somewhat better. But what I do actually is take this guy off. And I actually got just a rim, and I painted the outside of the rim orange. And see if I can get this on here. Takes a little bit of finagling. So what I do is I put just the rim on there when I go bashing or riding and driving and bouncing up and down. Now the tire's not there, so the axle clears the back end there. So that's much better than going to have to run around retrieving the spare tire that popped off. So I put the tire back on. So for display and whatnot, you have a choice. If you want to really go jumping hard, you can put just that rim on, or maybe nothing at all, but it looks kind of empty without anything there at all. But as you can see, that tire hits the axle there pretty good. And so that's my Super Baja Rey, Losi Super Baja Rey, with a rim to play with. I enjoy it. It's really quite interesting. You'll notice I have the name of my channel on there. And that's the Super Baja Rey. The Phase. That's my mother's maiden name was Hayes, and so Peter Hayes would have been my name if I had taken my mother's maiden name, and I turned the S around to make a Z out of it, so P-H-A-Y-E-Z is Peter Hayes, really, with a Z. Anywho, onward to the next Losi vehicle that I have. This is my Losi Super Rock Rey that I enjoy driving. It's quite another vehicle, different, but quite the vehicle. Now I have a bunch of upgrade parts for it. This is the Super Rock Rey manual. I have a rear bumper for the Super Rock Rey. As you can tell, as it goes around, the rear is rather empty. I have the shock tower guard that'll go on the front. I have the front shock guards that I'll be installing as well. As you can see, the rear looks rather empty. So with the bumper there, it will look a lot better. Now, Jason Perrin RC did a video on installing these parts. You might want to check out Jason Perrin. He does a pretty good job of showing how the parts go on. I'll be doing that at some near future time here. And I've got the front bumper. As well as the chassis skid upgrade. Now I also have the gray body panel body set. So when I do the upgrade parts, I'll be taking the white body panels off, and I will put the gray panels on. It looks pretty good with the gray panels on there. So I'll be doing this upgrade in the near future. It will be quite interesting to do, and to go and drive this vehicle with those parts on there. So that's basically all for now. I've got the Super Rock Rey upgrades. Later.